Welcome back to Switch to Linux. Well, it appears the internet's been kind of going up and down, so it might die sometime today. Who knows? I'm going to be recording everything, so we'll go ahead and make sure all the meat of the content is up. But yeah, it's kind of, I mean, it's, my internet's just kind of been going up and down today for the better part of a few hours, so I just went ahead and reset the modem. I might need to reset the router eventually too. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But anyway, hey, 11 viewers. Let's wait until that comes back online. I think we lost some as the stream died out. So, oh boy. Well, greetings everybody. Greetings. So yeah, second time the thing's disconnected, and I'm going to be monitoring over here. So if it does die out, just give it a second, and I'll reboot stuff again. But yeah, wonderful! Isn't it so awesome? I mean, I would gladly switch hosting companies or ISPs, but yeah, monopolies. You gotta love them. Linux Historian uploaded a new History of Solace earlier today. I threw the link there in the live chat. ASWAT, Skidoo, okay, yep, so I went ahead and linked that. Keegan, greetings there, finish up dinner, waiting for the live stream. Hopefully the live stream sticks around. Who knows? I don't know. Brendan, how are you? Frederico, hello. Been thinking about getting a Raspberry Pi 3 just to play around with Linux on hardware. Current Linux machine is quite limited. Well, I mean, a Raspberry Pi is probably going to be the most limited system you can have, but there are some things you can do. Of course, Raspberry will cause that to show up as well. So Fedora apparently has one. Ubuntu Mate, there's a build for that for Pi. Ooh, Ubuntu, that'd be cool. Any XFCE for Pi would be pretty cool. Mate is better than Unity. Fight, fight, fight. I don't know. I'm curious. Alright, YouTube reminder has been working great this week. Yeah, I've noticed it slowly coming back up online. We're up to 32 viewers now before we hit into our first story. No desktop, but you can install desktop of your liking. Oh boy. Lucid Theming, hello there. Analog, May 4th marks 9 months Mac free. It's kind of like, my name is Tom and I haven't used Windows in 1 year. Thanks Adobe Brackets not having good support in Manjaro. Forced my way back to Linux Mint. Kind of remember what I liked about it so much. That's the thing. And we'll talk more about that a little bit later today. Did I see the news about the comedy routine the White House Correspondents' Center? Yeah, why in the world half that team didn't pick up to grab that woman and boot her out the door and say, let's bring a civility back to our country is totally beyond me. It's so inappropriate. It was just like, that is what's going on in the White House? Or not necessarily, I forget if it's in the White House or whatever else. That is the highlighting. Throw her in handcuffs, kick her out the front door, and say, you're not under arrest, but you got to find somebody to get those stupid things off of you. Because, holy crap, how indecent do you have to be? I mean, but that's where our culture's going. That's why we have vileness in the streets, that type of stuff. Yeah, that woman was a disgrace. She'd be so ashamed of herself. As should everybody else there who didn't take a stand. Meow. Kitty's over there. He's just like, yep. LTS long-term snooze. Remember reading an article saying that people have to become more tolerant of others' past mistakes online. Well, yeah, we need to be tolerant of other people, particularly younger people's past mistakes online. I keep redlining on my mic. Let me turn my mic down. Whoa. Okay. Check, check, check. All right. No more redlining. Yeah, we should be a little bit more tolerant, but maybe we should teach people not to be stupid online. That'd also be a good thing to do. Hello, James Miller. How are you? Catnapping again. Yeah, the kitty's back to his regular perch. He likes that during the summertime when he'll usually turn around, look out the window a little bit. So No, Brandon, it was not just you. The internet's been going on and off. If you came on late, the internet's been going on and off for me today. So if it disappears, just refresh the page or something. Give it a minute or so. I'll reset stuff. Where's the kitty t-shirt? The kitty t-shirt's behind the green screen. Yes, there is a kitty t-shirt available. You can pick one up at shop.switchtolinux.com. I also have kitty coffee cups, and I have a kitty mouse pad too. Daniel, how are you? Disconnect, reconnect. Yep, the kitty is back. Thirsty Fox. Uh-oh, we got a couple kitties in the mix. The other cat's looking at me now. You want to come say hi to the kitties? Want to come say hi to the kitties? He'll think about it. Raspberry can work on x86. There you go. Hello, Albert Crow. Try the latest version of Clonezilla. Makes complete bootable hard drive clone. OS software and home directory. Yep. I installed LXQT over Lejar. Is that Manjaro or Legend? I don't know. Oh, Manjaro. Yep. I have not used Windows in a year. Well, I use Windows for development, so just commenting on the 9 months Mac free, 9 months drink free. Hey, reinstalling all the software packages I've collected, big and small. Already about to go on fire. That's right. That's right. Microsoft should be ashamed. People in today's world are too intolerant because of the internet. I do not see people's attitude towards younger people changing anytime soon. What distro are you guys on? I'm liking new Ubuntu Budgie. I have Ubuntu Budgie running on the computer beside me here. I'm do all my streams and stuff on Linux Mint Cinnamon. All right, well, we're going to go ahead and jump into our first article. So my Wednesday streams are used to record a series of videos that will go out. I usually release at least two of the three of them. Let's just kind of see what happens here. Mark D, great question. I'll address that one in a minute. All right, let's go ahead and roll the intro again, and then we will jump on back into our first story of the day. Welcome back to Switch to Linux. If you are on my channel for any length of time, you know that I'm a little concerned about Fitbit and other health tracker type systems because of the amount of data that they can collect. And I always say, what is the exit strategy of this company? Is the exit strategy of this company to gather up as much data as they can and then sell it to someone else? What is their purpose? What is their plan? Well, today is an interesting little article I saw. I think it was actually released yesterday, but I just saw it this morning. Fitbit is teaming up now with Google to share your usage data with the nationalized medical records. I gotta say, I am not a fan of this nationalized medical records anyway. All of the databasing online, that honestly keeps me from going to doctors. I don't really want to go and because some moron's gonna and then that's gonna cause something stupid going up, and then I'm gonna have to go waste hours and hours of my time trying to convince them that some moron behind a keyboard goofed something stupid up. And then, of course, that becomes part of something stupid, and then that could cause long-term consequences down the road. Give me a doctor who does things on paper, and I'm happy. But I've always been a little leery of these applications. And in this one here, I pulled the article first from Ars Technica. So in here, what happened is they're talking about, Google has produced this basically medical cloud system. So Fitbit is designing an API to take all of that data that they're collecting about you because you put on the thing to, see how many steps you've walked today and how many calories you've burned. And they're taking all that data and storing that in their cloud. Now, I would love to have a device like this that would keep all the data locally, and I can either Bluetooth it directly to my computer only, or more preferably no internet connections at all, no wireless connections at all. Just pull the thing out, plug it into a seriously ancient little thing like a USB data transfer cable. So hard. Plug it into one of those, transfer the data to my computer, and get all of that data in a completely offline manner. I'd buy that. I'd pay extra money to buy that product. But all of these health trackers, every one of these, they take the things, you need the online account, it takes your data, attaches it to your account, And now what they're wanting to do is produce an API so they can take all that data, sync that into the Google Health Cloud API, and now share that across the board. Well, that's the first one of those slippery slope steps that goes right on over into what if the insurance companies, they want to grab data to make sure the doctors are being honest about your health data because they're just verifying their insurance things. What stops Fitbit now from selling that data to a health insurance company? Whether they get bought out by a health insurance company, I could see Atnia buying this company or similar companies to it. But what they're trying to do is take the data that the thing is perpetually collecting on you, storing it inside of Google's Health Cloud, which will then sync the data into national medical databases. That is a huge slippery slope to me. So here is the Fitbit release details. Fitbit and Google are exploring the development of consumer and enterprise health solutions. Fitbit intends to use Google's new cloud healthcare API to help the company integrate further into the healthcare system, such as by connecting user data with electronic medical records. Combining Fitbit data with electronic medical records, EMRs, can provide patients and clinicians more comprehensive review of the patient profile, leading to more personalized care, as if the doctors are actually doing any of the treatment anyway. No, sorry, your doctors have been bought out by Big Pharma. Just an FYI. But the companies will also look to help better manage chronic conditions like diabetes and hypertension by using the services such as Fitbit's recently acquired Twine Health. Using Google's Cloud Healthcare API, Twine can make it easier for clinicians and patients to collaborate on care, helping lead better health outcomes and positive returns for employers, health plans, and hospitals. That's a fascinating few little things. Positive returns for employers. Number one, did you know that several employers will give you extra bonuses if you agree to wear a Fitbit, store data in their database so they can see how active you actually are? And that many places you have to pay extra premium if you can demonstrate that you do not live what they might deem as a healthy lifestyle. And so this allows them to integrate in. So now Google has all this stuff in their API cloud. The employer can go, well, we're going to do this so we can pull the data from our individual employees to verify they're doing what we consider healthy so we can not charge them extra money. And you've heard about these types of health incentive things. You get your health plans, right? So you get your health plans. Okay, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Health insurance companies integrating with doctors, health plans, trying to figure out what is actually required, what is not. What if this data now starts being shared with other health companies in order to do this, and hospitals? This is where I'm a little bit more disturbed by this. Quoting, over the past decade, we have built an incredible foundation as the leading wearables brand, helping millions of people around the world make lasting behavior changes that improve their health and wellness through fun and engaging experiences. Working with Google gives us an opportunity to transform how we scale our business, allowing us to reach more people around the world faster while enhancing the experience we offer to our users in the healthcare system, says James Park, co-founder and CEO of Fitbit. The collaboration will accelerate the pace of innovation to define the next generation of healthcare and wearables. So at Google, this is a statement from Google on this, at Google, our vision is to transform the way health information is organized and made useful, says Gregory Moore, MD, PhD, Vice President Healthcare of Google Cloud. By enabling Fitbit to connect and manage key health and fitness data using our Google Cloud Healthcare API, we are getting one step closer to this goal. Together, we have the opportunity to deliver up-to-date information to providers, enhancing their ability to follow and manage the health of their patients and guide their treatments. Okay, to accelerate these efforts, Fitbit will move to Google Cloud Platform to innovate and advance its products and services. So, All right, let's go ahead and have a look at Google Healthcare. So here's what Google Healthcare is all about. So Google Cloud for Healthcare Services, new APIs, customers, partners, and security updates. So they want to unlock data with the new Healthcare Cloud API. So they can basically, what they're doing is they're gathering data from a bunch of these different systems and resources. They're gathering all this data, moving it into one place where individuals can pull from it. Of course, it's all HIPAA compliant, etc. Ish. What if to use any of these services you have to agree to waive your HIPAA rights? Have you read the terms and conditions? It might be in there. Oh, it's one thing to be HIPAA compliant, but to use our mandatory service, you must waive all these rights. I can see that happening. I really can see that happening. All right, so our goal with the Cloud Health API is to help transform the healthcare industry through the use of cloud technologies and machine learning. Collecting all of our data, integrating that with cloud technologies and machine learning, that sounds like a recipe to... I have detailed files of the human anatomy. I'll bet. Makes you a more efficient killer, doesn't it? Quoting from Terminator 2. Machine learning and all this health data is not a good thing to integrate in. Little Skynet's coming. Hello, health. See, here's the thing. If you were to give me one such device where I could plug it into a little thingy, download the data, and push a printout, I can take that to my doctor and we can have the same data. Why do we have to take the data from my wrist, beam it up to Fitbit to come back down to my phone so I can see stuff, and then beam it into Google, where Google's going to pass it over to a centralized medical database where your doctor's going to pull out your data and say, well, I see you haven't really been walking. No, I actually have. No, according to your files, oh, they must have goofed that up somewhere along the line because, you know, data on computers is perfect, as we know. So they talk about all the different companies that are already using this. Isn't this wonderful? Working with Flex, a secure management system platform using GCP. Brightside integrates data to deliver real-time intelligence and optimize the value of connected drug device or combination products designed to support CE marked and FDA-regulated medical devices. Combination products and software medical devices requirements for pharmaceutical and medtech companies. Flex is partnering with Google Cloud to deliver insights with customizable analytics dashboards that take advantage of our advanced machine learning and AI capabilities. That's just scary. Oh boy, so there's a lot of those. What do you guys think about all that? That's a little frightening to me. Not necessarily a direction I really care to go to, but let me know in the comments what you think about that. Oh boy, oh, let's see what you guys think about that on the live stream. Did I hear about California trying to ban Christian books? They're not trying to ban Christian books. It is a law that prevents, it prevents what is, there's a specific word for this. It's basically, in some religious groups, they try to coerce somebody through forced training that certain lifestyles are incorrect. So this is oftentimes applied to the homosexual community. In more militant, more radical groups, Islamic groups, well, Islamic groups, depending on what, if they're the peaceful kind or the non-peaceful kind, deal with it differently. But certainly most often used in Christian books, it is a means to utilize coercive teaching. Same thing they used to do to get people out of cults, cult exit programs, where they literally induct somebody and put them through essentially indoctrination treatment. What happens is in California, it is illegal to do that. I forget which one it is. It's either illegal to do that on a child, but it was not legal on an adult, or vice versa. And all they did is they expanded that. It had nothing to do with banning Christian books. That was a bunch of hoopla thrown out by a bunch of people that didn't understand the law. There's some other people, I think, if I remember correctly, I think Mundane Matt did a whole section on that with all of the ins and outs and details. Check out his clip on that because he really goes into all the details, and I can't remember all the details, but I do know that is not the case. What's the best way to use Linux without installing it on an internal drive? I don't have enough space for both. USB 3 thumb drives is very fast for live boot, but I don't think you can install or keep anything. Yes, you can, Thirsty Fox. I actually do use a lot of that. In fact, you know, this is my Debian computer right here. It's a 32 gigabyte. Just make sure you have 32 gigabyte or larger. You can install most Linux distros directly on one of these, and it will save data just fine. You just install it, not use it as a live key. Antergos can run Cinnamon. Yes. How will future generations see the world? Mistakes come back to haunt them. How will future generations see the world as their mistakes come back to haunt them? They're going to see it before their very eyes, and it's going to be sad. Watching this with my pet kitty right now. Wow, kitty kitty. Want to come say hi? Want to come say hi? Do you? Want to come say hi? Yeah, you can come say hi. Come on. Hello, Blitz Leopard. How are you? Hello, Thirsty Fox. How are you? All right. Mark D uses Garmin. Yes, and even Garmin. Zooming all their data up there to the cloud. I got a fuzzy snake. It's a fuzzy snake. All right. It's storming there. All right. Yeah, it's a nice day out here so far. Someone should make malware that encrypts shared data and encrypts decryptor on the user's hardware. Wait, what? Imagine all the data would collect by nanophobes. Okay, I have Linux Mint installed on my desktop and its own SSD. I could boot the same and install my laptop USB. Wait. Could I boot the same install to my laptop via USB? Yes. Oh, wait. Via SATA connector? Yes, yes. Actually, the Ubuntu Mate I have is actually running on an external hard drive. That's how I run that. Ooh, maybe someone should make a Linux distro that does not share data for smartwatches. I think, though, the problem is that the data has to go into the database before it passes. It doesn't go to your computer then up. It goes directly from the application. Like, the smart device has to sync, the device has to sync to a smart device, and the smart device links the API directly into their system. That's kind of how that works. Or Fitbit gets hacked, yes. Tom, how does the kitty feel about having its image placed on the mouse pad? The kitty is okay with it because it's part of the kitty's contract, really. He gets paid in kitty treats. Make sure, Thirsty Fox, that you are make sure that you are installing the boot sector on the USB hard drive as well. I would take out all the other hard drives before you install it to make sure it doesn't throw it on, on some other drive. Will the employer be able to view your medical data before being hired? That's the question. Probably, I'm sure. Already doing it with your DNA. Why not health data from smartwatches? Yep. Fitbit selling $5 a share. Might be a good investment. It's useful tomorrow's world. If you decide to cooperate with MS IoT, it is possible that medicine doctor will visit you before you get sick. Just like your washing machine. That's right, man. That's right. If you don't know what he's talking about, the Microsoft IoT platform, they basically want the washing machine to communicate to Microsoft to send a technician out before the washer even fails. Here for the Lunduke refutation. I will be doing that one next. Google just needs to go away. And Matt Harley made a video about video editing in Linux and specifically the specs needed for OBS. Lunduke said you needed a really good graphics card to use OBS. Thing I wear is an old 59. Okay, DuckDuckGo for the win. Greetings, pizza. Pizza. I hope you feeling better. Are you feeling better, dude? Speaking of sad, said error 56 has been. Oh, really? Oh no. Him and Techno Bismol are good friends. I hope they are going to keep communicating. Sup, Lance? Yeah, Linux Historian uploaded the history of Solus. I did put the link in the top of the comment feed here. You guys know something similar to Plasma Vault for GNOME? Not off the top. Malware that takes data sent to the server along with all the data on it already encrypts it and gives the encryption key to whomever the data belongs to. The kitty is open source. Yes, he is. Killing data sharing to a third party. Oh, staying in the same city. Okay. Saving up for new laptop. Then I got 2-week-old ThinkPad for $290. Feel good about not spending fortunes. Very good. Do I prefer free software, Libre, or open soft? As long as it is software that somebody can audit the code, that is kind of what I care the most about. Can I audit the code primarily? Obviously, do I have the ability to edit and redistribute it? I'm not quite as concerned because I haven't done programming in years. So for me, as long as the source code can be audited and demonstrated to be okay, I'm okay with that. Hello, T. How are you? Yes, you are late for the first one. I'm going to rebuild the banner now for the next video. Kitty, leave my camera alone. Kitty, leave my camera alone. Kitty's over here like, I'm going to move that camera around, huh? Cat. Kitty, leave my camera alone or you're going to go away. Oh, boy. Hey, there we are. Okay. All right, undo that. Go back to there, push record. Hello, people. Okay, whoa. All right. Okay. Welcome back to Switched to Linux. What I wanted to do today is I just wanted to just do a very small tip of the hat shout out to a Bryan Lunduke video, but refuting what is required to run OBS. And what got me on this one is I was watching his recent video. This one's up from yesterday, from when I'm recording this. And he did a video with Matt Hartley, and they did a lot of stuff with video production, and it is an excellent video overall. Overall, excellent video. He walks you through a lot of settings and things like this. The one area I am going to call him out on is refuting the system requirements for OBS. Now, right now, I am doing this live recording. I am recording in 1080p. I am live streaming simultaneously. I'm running 2 monitors and everything is recording in good quality 1080p. And I don't have nearly the system requirements that he's saying. So first thing that he said is you have to have a, if you have maybe a really good i5 or higher, you might be able to get good quality on 720p. No. Even on my laptop, which is a 5th generation Core i5 with integrated graphics, I can still stream 1080p. It's not as good as it could be. And if I have a ton of other things going around, it will cause a few little problems. But for the most part, I can stream it just fine on that. It's not preferred, but it's doable. The other thing that he said, now this computer here, now I actually, if you watch the videos from, the first year of this channel, those were all done with an old Core i5 3570K is what was done with very, very good video quality. Now my video quality has jumped since I got the new computer. That doesn't have as much to do with the computer specs as it does since I had to rebuild a lot of my source files. I just decided to put more into how I'm running source files. I also added the green screen just a couple months ago, so I could put in a lot more functionality, and I've just been doing a lot more learning. One of the things that he said is unless you have a Core i7 or one of the brand spanking new super core Ryzen processors, you wouldn't be able to push 1080p. Right now I'm on a Ryzen 5 1600, which is a respectable processor, but certainly not the highest end, and 1080p recording, streaming, etc., etc., etc. The next thing that he said is you have to have an NVIDIA card. Not true. My card is the cheapest AMD card I can buy from Best Buy. It is a 4 GB onboard card. It is I've meant to look it up before I started the stream here. I think it's an R7 240, if I remember correctly. It's a Best Buy exclusive. Most of the same model card has 2 GB of onboard RAM. This one has 4. So this is an AMD running perfectly. And I've had zero problems. Now, I will tell you this. OBS does have problems on several distros. Swallow hard, guys. I know you hate the distro. Linux Mint. Before you say it's have to have an NVIDIA, have to have a high end, y'all got the computers. You guys have the devices. Take whatever you have, spin Linux Mint on it, spin up OBS, and see how it works. That's my challenge to you, gentlemen, because I have tried doing streams on Mate, didn't work for me. OBS ran into problems. I've tried it on Budgie. I've tried it on a variety of different systems. I could never really get it working super well. It seems to be based on the distro. So if you're having problems with OBS, try it on Linux Mint Cinnamon. See if that solves the problem. I'm running this on, I mean, I don't have the best i5s. I haven't had, my RAM's always good. But I am on the lowest end AMD card I can possibly get. I am not running anything that's, included in Mint would be separate, but I'm not running any proprietary video card drivers, and I'm running OBS just fine, thank you very much. I can even do all sorts of fun little things, putting in neat little backgrounds and all sorts of other stuff. You guys know the video quality I have. I don't have nearly the specs he's talking about. Guys, try Linux Mint. I know you hate Linux Mint. You love to hate Linux Mint, but try it on Linux Mint because you don't need nearly the system requirements you're saying you need. You just need probably a different distro. That's my thought. So that's kind of what I wanted to say. Just a big shout out though. Watch this video. It is a great video. They walk through a lot of settings. They teach you how to set up your environment. It's great. So good video. I'm not dissing the video. I am just refuting the system requirements utilized to run OBS. So thanks for watching, guys. Let me know what you think. Do you run OBS? What distro? What have you found works with it? All right. Where's my comment feeds? There's my comment feeds. All right, there's my my refute to the gentleman. For Ubuntu to Mint, I've been running Ubuntu Mate and Mint Mate on identical laptops. Very good. Mint XFCE, only way that I know how. There we go. Windows hogs up too much hard drive space. Oh, this guy's been trying to get a hold of me for a couple days. I need to send a quick reply out. All right. Okay. went back to Kubuntu 18.04. Very good. On Mint, do something. Else's ensure install bootloader on drive. Not partition to install to external drive. Yep. Built a paper shop once, and then it got blown away by the big bad wolf. Do you think the Linux community will ever embrace proprietary software and start getting these great devs some solid income from the hard work that they do? Well, I mean, I would rather use a Linux distro with a proprietary video driver than be stuck on Windows. It would be nice if they did that, but I mean, understand that there's other ways. There's ways to make money that's not necessarily that. Like, I have a good friend that is a young person, co-host, is interested in going into the music industry. And what I told him is that you can go into the music industry and I'll support that. I said, but don't think you're going to be making your money on music. What you do surrounding your industry will enable you to make the music. But don't think you're going to make it rich by selling CDs or performing concerts. You know, and that's kind of the thing. You gotta think outside the box. If I'm a writer, I need to find ways to support myself that may or may not include selling books. Now, in reality, my Christian channel is mostly supported by my book sales, because I don't think that channel's ever getting monetized by Google for sure. So I write books and I sell those books, and that's kind of that's how that channel gets its monetization. And so in that respect, there's ways to make money that are not necessarily that. But honestly, there's other ways I make money that is not selling the books. Really, a lot of like selling the ads on this channel, the patron supporters, utilizing the Amazon link that's up above me. Any of those things help fund the system, help fund, you know, how I'm living so that I can dedicate more time to doing this. And that's kind of what the purpose and what the point happens to be. It's not like, I mean, I'm not an e-bagger. This is a job. Because, I mean, right now I'm working on compiling a Copperhead OS for people. I'm spending time looking things up. I'm helping people solve problems. I do a ton behind the scenes, answering emails, helping people out with solutions, doing tutorials and things. The worker is worthy of his wages, okay? That's kind of the thing. And so with that being said, you need to find ways to support yourself that, I mean, one of the things I think I'm going to do when I launch my new support channel is I'm going to have more detailed tutorials that are, you have to be a supporter to access them. That's one of the things I'm going to be doing. So I might do more great in-depth, step-for-step things for the paying, paying subscribers. But as far as the basics, the regular stuff, that's always going to be free. But it's all the other things that free up my time to be able to do this. And so that's kind of the thing, is that I don't, and at the same time, the other thing is they could sell the drivers. There's nothing that says I can't have open source software that I can't also sell. And so I don't think, I think that that's a loaded question. And so in that respect, that's kind of what I have to say about that. Enjoying XFCE on Arch and Gallium. Think about switching to Mint as well. Yes. How to make your own STL mousepad. Step 1, buy a cheap $2 mousepad. Step 2, get a printer. Step 3, print the STL logo. Step 4, glue it on with some grade school glue, and done. Actually, Pizza, you might actually be able to find just a blank white mousepad and actually buy an iron-on transfer. Print it like that, an iron-on transfer. You might be able to do that. But you know what? The last person who won the mousepad did not give me an address. If I don't see him pop on today, I'm going to be giving away the mousepad to somebody who's still on because I need an address. I want to have that mousepad in the mailbox tomorrow. I have one of these. There's one person that won it last week. If you are on, I need your address. Let me know. If not, I'm going to give it out to somebody today who will get me an address today because I want to mail it out. I want to get it off my desk. I hate clutter. It's cluttering up my desk. I have a 1 terabyte SS hard drive. Windows 10 only lets me use 900 gigabytes. Yep. Well, that's the other bit is in the recovery partition probably. We've embraced proprietary software. Steam. First game was Cortor. Was released on Linux. I run a Pentium stream 1080p. My only problem is my network. Yeah, that's the other thing. Don't try and do it from a crappy wireless network. Who knows? Maybe I'll do another stream from that laptop and plug it directly into my network. That'd be fun. So home yesterday with a fever. Oh, I hope you're getting better. Deluxe Punks, what do you think about running Plesk server on Linux, Ubuntu, or Mint? You know, I have not looked at the Plesk server because, I mean, I think it was either like a cost or a not. I think it is open source. There was a specific reason when I was looking at servers, I chose not to go with Plesk. So I mean, if that's what you want to use and that's what you want to run, do it. For sure, do it. I use OMV, Open Media Vault, which runs as my cloud, my network infrastructure, and my servers for everything. And it works beautifully on a cheap $100 micro tower. That's what I do. I can easily stream on Vanilla Arch. Why do people hate Linux Mint? Because it works out of the box. Probably, yeah. You don't have to sit there and mess with it for hours. It takes away the fun from the hardcore Linux guys that want to sit there and figure out how stuff works. I didn't switch to Linux to do all that. I switched to Linux so that I could get my work done. Linux Mint allowed me to do that. Because it's #1 distro for so long. There you go. Except Manjaro's getting knocked off, yeah. What about the frame rate you should run at? Brian said 24, which seems like a strange number. He said 24. He said 24 because he likes the film quality. I use 30 is what I use. In fact, that's probably what I'm on right now. Video. I'm outputting 1080p, 30 frames per second. That's what I'm doing. I've not had any issues with OBS. I do not have a high-end PC. It's an HP compact for 3 years. 4 gigs of RAM. Yeah. Yep. Lunduke says something that sounds off. Take it with a grain of salt. Matt Hartley as well when he's with Lunduke. Yeah. Yeah, it was a standard for movie projectors. That's so I did. Hello, Tony. How are you? Must be present to win. Yes, we are adding must be present to win to that. So I'm going to compile a little list. T. I'm going to put T down. Brendan. I want a trackball for my trackball. I want a mouse pad for your trackball. There you go. Big shortage of skilled trade workers who wants to do the kind of work. What's the easiest way to set up push notifications for my website? I want to send out a notification for new blog posts since I'm using Jekyll. I don't know, Pizza. Shoot me an email and I'll look into it. I mean, there's a lot of different things. It depends on the application. So like WordPress, you can create a system that pushes notifications via Twitter, via Facebook, etc. But I have to look into what you're using and things. Lance, mousepad. Keegan, mousepad. All right, we're going to go ahead and do our last thing, which is a look at what am I looking at? Kubuntu. Okay, there's our title. Hopefully it takes. Boom, our title takes. Good. Close, discard changes. Don't need you anymore. All right, let's go ahead and have a look at this. Okay. Yes, Kitty, you can come up. Hello, Zigans. Welcome back to Switch to Linux. So today I want to have a quick look at Kubuntu 18.04. Of course, the new Ubuntus were released, and so we're going to go ahead and have a look at these guys. So here's their main website, Kubuntu.org. You can grab the downloads over here. There is a feature tour. I chose to go with this one because KDE is one of my favorite desktops. I'm not a huge fan of the Dolphin file manager, but everything else I just absolutely love. So here you can see the image viewers. One of the things I like about it is all of the integration of all of the software. It's all out there. It's all good. There's a lot of good things. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and boot this guy up. We're just going to see what we happen to see in here. All right, so I went ahead and installed this, and then we are on a VirtualBox. The VirtualBox has 4 cores and 6 gigs of RAM. I went ahead and installed this on, and then I ran all the updates. So we should have a Kubuntu build that is fully upgraded, but I have changed nothing else. There's my super secret password that says Kubuntu. Don't do that on production. All right, so here we are just about logged in. I thought we were logged in. All right, so the guest editions do actually work. One of the things, though, I am going to do is let's pop into our system settings and let's go ahead and make sure that our display is maximum size. Pop this up to 1080p. There you are, 1080p. There we are. So now we got a good working thing. Let's see. It looks like the cat has moved my camera a little bit and introduced a little bit of error. Stay away from my camera, kitty. Okay. All right. So if you're curious about this fuzzy snake, that's what it is. It's a cattail. All right, so here we're going to have a look. This is the default wallpaper, in fact. They did give us our icons on our desktop. It looks like they are sorting horizontally instead of vertically. And they did actually enable the 2-click. So that's one of the things that KDE is a little bit different about, is that the default of it is a single click to do things, which is just fine if you're used to it, and probably if you're used to it, it's going to be what you want to do. But if you're new to computers, you might actually want to turn that back into double click, and I cannot for the life of me remember where that is. Now, one of the downsides of KDE is the settings are massive, expansive, and just all over the place. So you can see there's a lot of different settings. But one of the things I really like about it is the reason I'm not bothered by the number of settings is the fact that the settings have everything. You can customize everything from a GUI, which is very nice. You have the ability to have your new, more modern flat designs. These are different colorations. So if I want to do like a dark theme, I can go ahead and do that. It's going to darken everything up. There are some default desktop themes. My favorite is Oxygen. I like the skeuomorphic effects. We have nice skeuomorphism. We have 3D effects and designs. This gives me nice windows. So I like to run the dark and the Oxygen theme. But there's a lot of other things. If you like the modern flat, you have it, usually without having to do a lot more. And the great thing about this too is there are a lot of different themes. You can just click the Get New Theme button, and that should boot us up to online where we can grab a variety of different themes as well. And some of these are more skeuomorphic, some of these are more flat. So let's just go ahead and install a few of these and see what they look like. I have had issues every now and again. I'll get something that doesn't necessarily install correctly. So we'll go ahead and just grab a few of these. You'll see that it's just real quick to install any of these. And then now that we've done that, we'll close that and we'll see here that now we have a bunch more themes installed. So let's go ahead and have a look at what these look like. This guy here, we got, it doesn't have the transparent effects, kind of solid black. See, air, I think dynamo plasma, we've added that one. So here, and one of the things that you'll notice is that the coloration is going to be a little bit, it's going to be offset from the themes, so you might need to experiment with some things. Some of these will actually change how your basic theming works. So here I'm going with the light theme for things, and then let's go back to the dynamo plasma, see what that looks like again. So here it's just kind of a little bland for me. Air is nice. Look at this one. I think Air was one of the pre-installed. We have a light with transparency. That's pretty cool. I'm going to stick with that for a little bit. So you can go through, you can see colors. Here's your fonts. You can adjust your icons. We have a variety of different icons to pick from. Oh, the humanity. Here's your oxygen themes. I do like the oxygen themes. They're pretty nice. We have the Ubuntu Dark, the Ubuntu Light. So a variety of different themes there. There are advanced tabs, which will do some other things. I'm not going to walk through what every setting does. That'd be a little monotonous. But here you can configure what your widget styles look like. So these are your variety of different boxes, buttons, things like that. So you can pick whatever kind you want. Here's your Windows 95 look. Here's your Fusion look. And your Breeze look. Window decorations. Once again, you have your Breeze, you have these. You can get some other ones of these as well. So if you click on your decorations, once again, same installer. Just kind of hunt down what you're looking for. Let's just randomly, like this one here, I can kind of see what I'm looking at. So this guy here might fit this theme. I might be using soft glass on one of mine. And it does look like none of those took. Maybe I should have hit OK rather than... Let's see. This is what I was saying. Every now and again, something just doesn't show up where you think it might. Like that might, what it might have done is it might have added them back over in our desktop themes over here. Let's just have a look, see if there's anything new over here. Well, we can't seem to find those. Then they might also retake when I readjust. Here's what your colors look like for various menus. We're just going to go ahead and keep our current. There we are. Now they got added. So we'll apply those. You can see our colorations there. So that's actually pretty cool. Here's the soft glass. Let's see what that one looks like. Whoa! Every now and again they'll crash. Note to self: don't use soft glass. It seems to crash. Window decorations. Let's go back to this one because that one. Oh, there we are. Soft glass. I like that. We have this kind of matches our coloration, our transparency. We have nice soft glass up here. These guys are animated, so very nice settings. That's one of the things I like about it is the variety of different settings that we have. The themes without having to manually install themes. Here's desktop effects, window behaviors, screen edges. If you use screen edges, you can go ahead and enable those. touch screens, virtual desktops, activities. The next thing that I like about it is there are widgets. So the widget menu, actually on this one, kind of the widget menu's up here. Sometimes it is in the upper left, sometimes it is in the upper right. So you can go ahead and hit your add widgets. And this is where you can add a variety of different things directly to your desktop. And then, you know, like here's a binary clock, variety of different tools and things that, that you can use. So you can kind of download the things that you need. Again, you can go online, grab new widgets, but you can kind of grab these guys, drag them around a little bit. So this is one of the cool things about KDE. Why I like it is it just really has a lot of your, a lot of the ability to customize the desktop, but I can set it up any way I like. You will also have a widget menu down here on the bottom. This is where you can make adjustments to your panel. And you can also lock the widgets panel, which will get rid of the one on the one side. The top one is generally still available even if you do that, and I believe you can unlock it with a right click to the desktop. You can see the right click on the desktop gives you a lot of things. It does the Kubuntu build here is giving you a lot of things: a calculation sheet, drawing tool, a Impress presentation, writer, linking to devices, things like that. Just a very, very nice, robust menu. That's one of the things that I really like about this. This is the full install, not the minimal. So let's go ahead and have a look at what our applications look like. Inside education, we have mathematics and science installed by default. Graphics, we have the image viewer, the draw, a basic scanning utility. For internet, we have aggregator feed reader, contact print theme editor. Never seen that one. We have Kmail. Kmail is the KDE mail application. I like it because it models the old form of, it kind of models that old form of Outlook, which is the format I like to use, but Kmail is a lot harder to use. If you are looking for that format, I just install Evolution. But Kmail is present on most KDE builds. It is a little bit harder to use, but whatever. We have KTorrent. Let's see. Firefox is our default there. Multimedia, we have K3B for disk burning. Music player client, we have VLC, Pulse Audio. Okay, Office. Looks like we do have the full suite of LibreOffice, including the databases. So that's actually really good, very convenient. Might be a little overkill for some users, but yeah, you can always uninstall what you don't need. Or if you don't need a lot of what this has, download the new minimal installation and just build up what you do need. There's your system and our basic utilities. So there is our KDE there. The other thing that you can do on KDE is if you don't like this menu. Now, I like this menu when I'm running KDE. It's a little bit, some people don't like it because it has a lot more information than some people like. So one of the things you can do is if you right click, you can hit this application launcher settings and you can make some adjustments to this. There's actually another thing. Let me see if I can unlock the widgets, because I think what you should be able to do is right click and grab an alternative. Okay, so widgets are unlocked, right click, and you can see now that with our widgets unlocked, we have this thing called alternative. What this is going to do is it's going to give us any alternative that is in the system to that type of menu. So you see that KDE has three basic menus. The application launcher is the default one. Your application menu is if you're looking for something that is more like a traditional menu. We have favorites over here on the side. We have a basic simple menu. So if you're looking for that, and if you want to go with something else, you can actually check out the application dashboard. And the application dashboard gives you this kind of full on screen. So depending on what you're looking for, KDE is going to have it. That's the thing about it, is it's just so robust in the options that it has inside of here. So this is the Ubuntu 18.04, just installed on a virtual box. And let me know in the comments down below what you happen to think of this particular distro or the desktop environment or anything in between. I hate it when I forget to hit that start record button. Oh well, that's all good. Maybe I'll do another review of another video of this later. I'll either do another video of this later or I'll download the video when it's done. All right, let's close that out. Let's move our comment screen back to where it's supposed to be, and we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up. Yeah, I've not seen our mouse pad winner, so let me know if you want in on that mouse pad drawing. You have to be present to win at the end, because I need to get this thing out of here, and I'd like to get it out. So, all right, put you on the list. Linux historian. Blizz Leopard, no subscribers to the kitty. Kitty, you want to sub? Here, you. The kitty is going to sub to you. I'm subbing to you, Blizz Leopard. All right. Tinsy hid dev board, made my own custom trackball. There you go. Can you do a tutorial on OMV if you haven't already? Yes, I have done a lot of them. There's a few tutorials in my video archives. Does Tails have persistence? You can configure a persistent volume on it. In fact, I have a video on that as well. I do have a video on how to create a persistent Tails drive. Mousepad for Daniel. Okay. Gonna be it. YouTube. I need my comments, YouTube. Where are you? There you are. All right, I'm going to Lincoln Tech in a few years to become an electrician. College just a scam. Trade schools are very good. I'd certainly do that. Trying to get people to read my blogs and hope someone will feel generous and click my buy me a coffee button. Check out Pizza's blog, folks. Pizza, you are a moderator. Go ahead and drop your link to your blog in there, man. Ace Watts. I should mention, by the way, I can only mail the mouse pad to United States for now. So I have to be able to get a United States mailing address. I don't have to have it right this second, just as soon as you are announced as the winner. FreeNAS is good. Yes, FreeNAS uses BSD. So that is another option as well. Yeah, we need to get Linux Historian up over 100 so he can claim his YouTube URL. Love the furry snake. Furry snakes, furry snakes. Thought about making some content, but I can't think of what it would be. Just throw a few up there, see what other people say. Considering doing vids of games that run on lower end integrated hardware. There you go. Search mousepad and click the options are in there. Search the mouse. Oh, okay. That we're finally getting caught up on the video. Yes, to find the mouse, double click options. Yes. Search the mouse in the panel. That's a good thing. I didn't point that out about the settings panel, is it has the ability to search it. It's most secure but usable and lightweight Linux. Something with XFCE. Yes, I might concur. I tried KDE for a while. Got tired of Dolphin not being able to run as root. One thing you can do though, I didn't. Let me test. I'm not going to test that. Try this. This actually works on distros that you cannot run it as root. Just boot up a terminal, type in sudo dolphin, enter your password, and you should have dolphin as root. That works on every other distro that doesn't have the option to run as root. See if it works. Kitty? Kitty! Can you use a different file manager? I'm guessing you probably can. Linux Mint File Manager Nano. Nemo. It's called Nemo. I think it does. I hate that, but I think you can. New tab. You can do different tabs if that's what you're talking about. You can do different tabs in Nemo. See, Nemo, Dolphin, Nautilus, it's a fish theme. Just an FYI. All right. Looking for contributors to my program term get. There. Yes, you can use split screen function a lot on Mint. Really handy. Okay, I'd want it, but my mom wouldn't let me get my address to strangers. I wasn't thinking about it last time. Yeah, that's true, you know. Send to a relative's address. Yeah, you can do that. Just down the highway. Okay, installing Nemo in Ubuntu now. The dual pane feature is the only thing I'm going to miss from Mate to XFCE. Do I like material design? Don't do much in it. My closest relative is a 4-hour drive. Yeah, but here's the thing. You can ship it to a relative and have your relative ship it back to you. But yeah, no, that's fine, man. That's fine. Good evening, Steve. How are you? Spudley, greetings. Can't type sudo dolphin. Really? I'm going to try it next time I'm on KDE. Edirger. Storian only needs 4 more subs. Does Google want your address? Can this kitty have just 1 sub? Wow. Let's see if I can find your channel. I will have to find your channel another time. I will get you a sub when I can find your channel. All right, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people in the mouse pad drawing. We're going to go ahead and do that. Oop. Gotta go over here. Prove it. There you go. Number 6 on the list, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is Daniel. Daniel, are you still here? Yes, Daniel Kovacs. You won the drawing. PM an address, PM a US address that I can mail the mousepad to, and I will drop it in the mail for you tomorrow. Shoot me a quick comment. Are you still here? All right, good. Yep, just shoot me the address on a PM, and I will get that out to you. All right. So, yep, or email, whatever. Whichever one works. Get that out to me today, please, because I want to drop that in the mailbox tomorrow when I'm in town. Being as that my car is not functioning right now, I can only make it to town when I can make it to town. So that will be tomorrow. All right, let's go ahead and feed this kitty. Let's see, that cat puts up with you way too much. Yes. Yes, he does. We are going to feed the kitty. It's feed the kitty time. It's feed the kitty time. Feed the kitty time. Feed the kitty time. Today's kitty treats. We finished the backup last time. Today we are on to Purina Whisker Lickens. Compliment of Saddle Ridge. If Saddle Ridge is watching. Saddle Ridge provided these to the kitty. Oh kitty, oh kitty, oh kitty. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. You smell what's in there? He's like, I'm not reaching my paw in there. I got no thumbs, yo. You got no thumbs? You got no thumbs? All right. Oh, these are soft and chewy, kitty. Oh. This camera over here. This camera. Oh, these smell like bacon. I kind of want to eat one. What are they? They're salmon flavor, though. I don't know. This camera right here. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's all you get for now. Are the finger looking good? Apparently, the whisker lickings are finger licking good. Are they whisker looking good? Yeah, is that good? You like those ones, do you? He likes those ones. You can tell how the way he's licking his lips. He's like, yeah, I like that. I like that. All right, final call for comments, and then we're going to go ahead and wrap this show up. Tom streamed on Twitch, so we could use Twitch emotes. Yeah. Maybe you should get a new car when I'm in town. Yeah, I'd love to, you know. All right. Any advice on how to give GNU Linux merch? On how to get merch when you're broke? Wait around until I offer more. I mean, if I'm understanding your question better. Cats are cool, but I have such a bad allergy to them. Aww. Getting a Switch Linux coffee mug. Yes, there's a couple coffee mug styles. You guys want to see the coffee mugs? Well, here's the water bottles. Of course, the green screen messes with the water bottles. And of course, the t-shirts are here. This is one of the t-shirts. The other t-shirt's right behind the screen. Let me grab it. All right, this is the kitty t-shirt right here. Sub to the cat. The human is crazy. So I have that t-shirt, and that's actually also on a coffee mug. You can get that on a coffee mug. Looks pretty good. I have one of those in the other room. All right. Any ideas for blog posts? Not off the top. I'd have to see what you have over there right for now. Try clicking on my profile picture. Yeah, well, the problem is my default browsers are not the things that are stay logged in, so I have to fight with it either way. So we'll get there. I'll take care of it when I'm done here. Hope the car's okay. Well, it's between the car and the computer, it so far has been over $1,500 of emergencies this year, not month, year, which is kind of crazy. Which does the cat's weigh? My cat weighs 10 pounds. Had to cut down its food. He's already a big boy. That one I think is 10 or 11 pounds. And he is actually he's big and stout. He's not actually overweight for his body structure, but yeah, he is a big cat. STL Mighty Mugs. I think I'm gonna start doing a design every month or something. I think that'd be a cool thing to do. Come up with different designs. What do the coffee mugs look like? Let me grab a coffee mug. Hold on. I do have the travel mugs as well. All right, so one style of the coffee mug has the image on the opposite edge of the handle. These have white on the outside, color on the inside, and there's like 5 or 6 different colors. This one's the black and white, so that's what that logo looks like. And then this is the other style of coffee cup where the image is on this side. And this is, of course, the kitty one. Sub to the cat, the human's crazy. So those are the coffee mug options that I have right now. And the link for that is shop.switchtolinux.com. There's the link for that. Could talk about how a lot of young people are so dependent on smart devices they get lost and confused and trying to do basic functions. Absolutely, Pizza. That's a good idea. Working on a post right now. Linux secretly controls the world. Can I make a design for you? Sure, if you want. Email from website. Yes, Stan, I got it. I will drop that in the mail. I will drop that in the mail tomorrow. Here should interpret the STL as the Quebec Transit Authority. Okay. I can do much more with my PC than my phone could ever do. Got the perfect idea for design on a shirt or something. All right, man. Let me know what you got. Okay, we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. I haven't eaten yet, and I actually have to get up pretty early. Are your mugs from Spreadshirt too? Yes, mugs are also from Spreadshirt. Everything is on Spreadshirt. So if you head on over to Spreadshirt, you'll be able to find everything over there. I got that. There, fix the green screening problem there a little bit. All right, so here is the store. This is at Spreadshirt. So you can grab the t-shirts. I have, these are the drawstring backpacks. There you go, a baby, short sleeve baby bodysuit right there with cat. There's the coffee mugs. Just one thing to watch with the mugs. I had to do the design in white and black on this. I fixed the design on the other one where it didn't matter, but some of the coffee cups like this one here, there's technically is white on it, but it'll show up as just having the logo. So if you want just a logo, you could do that. But here's, of course, the other one. And here's mouse pads. There should be 2 styles of mouse pads. There you go. So there's the sub to the cat mouse pad, and here's this one. I've not actually printed any of these yet, personally. So there's where you can find information on all of those. All right, we'll go ahead and wrap this up. So we'll catch you guys later. Thanks for hanging out.